Okay. Hey guys, it's me, Little Squonker, and it's 2016! Ah! And I am planning to make some big changes in my life and to this channel. So, if you guys do not follow me on Instagram, I told you I got a lot of books for Christmas, and that included the whole entire selection series, minus the Happy Ever After thing, because I'm not all for that stuff, and a lot of books in general. So I am here to show them off, and I also got a lot of new books I have personally never heard of. So if you want to check them out, you could personally find them at your local Barnes & Noble, Books A Million, and all those other cool bookstores that are there. So yeah, let's get started. So the first book I got is a book that actually came out on my birthday, and it's The Library of Souls. And I personally really like this series because it has the picture, so it makes you think wow, this might be legit. But no, it's actually not, because of the thing called double negatives, meaning you just mash two photos together and you got a photo. I will personally want to collect these type of photos and just mash them all against my room, because I personally think they are cool. This is the third novel to Miss Pegarine's Home of Peculiar Children, and the movie should be coming out sometime this year or next year. I'm not quite sure on it, but hopefully we get some insight on the movie, and a blog post will be coming out soon, shortly, hopefully, about that. So there's that. Oh, and it's by Ransom Riggs. If I'm saying that name right. The next book I got is it's a book I'm kind of seeing all over the place, mainly in Walmart. But it is called All Fall Down, the Ambassador Round novel by Allie Carter. And I have personally never heard this book, but she's not crazy. Her mother was murdered. Someday she's going to find a killer and make him pray. Wow, I like how it's already assembling what gender the murderer is. Good job. But this seems like a spy novel, spy adventure-y type of novel, because some murderer named Grace, could probably murder somebody who murdered her mother. Wow, that's a lot to take in. But I have personally never heard of Allie Carter before, and the book is quite short. And I personally may be reading it sometime soon, along with the other list of books I have to read. So the next book is actually the author who I just finished the unpublished book of, and it's Emery Lord, The Start of Me and You. This is a very romance novel, and what I actually love about Emery Lord is the way that she writes. The way that she writes is amazing, and oh my god, her new book that isn't out yet, it has I'm thinking of a totally different book, but it is very much like The Fault in Our Stars, minus being take place in Indiana and cancer, and nobody dies. Yeah! But there were some tears shed, and it's a very sweet novel, and I personally love Emery Lord's writing, and this looks like a very sweet novel, and I personally love Emery Lord a lot. The next book is I actually got this from a used bookstore, and since it's by one of my favorite authors, I had to get it. Plus, I didn't really have her, personally haven't gotten this first book of it, but I got Just 1 Year, and I personally love Gayle Forman, and I really want to get I Was Here, and the book, yes, William feels that their fate to be together, and so he sets off around the world hoping to find her. As the months go by and Lulu remains elusive, William starts to question if the hand of fate is strong as he thought. Just 1 year. Just 1 year. Not just 1 day, just 1 year. I personally need to get just this 1 day before I can start reading this, or else it'll be awkward if I read this then I read just 1 day. That'll just be messed up right there. But I personally love Gayle Forman. I really hope she produces, or at least helps out the writing with where she went for the movie, because I personally cried in that, and cried a crap load in, if I say, while watching a movie, of course. So the next book I got is it's a very teen favorite of mine that a lot of my personal friends have read, and they said it was a really good novel, and it's actually, I think it's a suicide novel, but it's 13 Reasons Why, and a lot of my friends have read this book, and they said it is really good, coming from them, and half of my friends really don't read much, but when they did read this, they said it was a really good book, so I am trusting in their hands, because they don't read as much as me. The author is J. Asher, and I don't know if he wrote any other books besides 13 Reasons Why, or is that just like a one thing and then gone. The next two books are actually a series that, again, I have never heard of. So the first one is called Proxy, and the second one is called The Guardian. They look like this. I have a feeling it's going to be like sci-fi-y. But the author is Alex London, and I've never heard of him, so a lot of the books my mother got me for Christmas are books that I even never heard of, or I just begged, or I was there when she bought it and she told me this is going to be for Christmas. So, yeah. So the next book I've been actually wanting, and I was actually there when my mom bought it. So it's a signed copy of Carry On, and I love, there's her signature to prove. Rainbow Rowell. I personally love her writing as well, because her novels just like take you in and they take you on a journey. Personally, I love Eleanor Park. I have not read Fangirl yet, but I personally love the book, and I cannot wait to read this, and it's quite a length, so yeah. So it's signed copy. It was one of those things where it's like, it was for a limited amount of time when it came out. I unfortunately could not get Connor's book, and me and my friend cried a lot because of it, and luckily that was the last copy of the book there, so there's that. And the next book, I was actually there, and I actually got it from the used bookstore as well, and I got the Serpents Shadow. It's the third book of the Kane Chronicles, and another series I have not read yet, because Rick needs to stop writing series, and I can't even finish The Last Olympian without crying, because he writes too many series in so little time. He writes too many books. I have a feeling like he has like a lot of free time. So I got that. And another book I got was Selp, Helf. And I've been wanting this book for quite some time, because Miranda sings. Look at that. Look at Miranda sings. Miranda sings is the boss. And I would personally love to meet Miranda Sings and just have a talk with her. And yeah, I got a glimpse. I actually kind of read the book when I was in the RV on our way home, and look at that. Go Miranda. Like, personally, go Miranda. Like, she is inspirational. I love Miranda. Another book I've been wanting for quite some time now is Everything, Everything. The book is by Nicole Yoon. I hope I said that right. And it is, it's going to be much like The Fault in Our Stars. I have a feeling, because just by like the glimpse of it, and let's take a look on, nope, it was just sad, nope, okay, because she has a disease, that meaning like she has to stay within her house until a boy comes along, and scandal. So I really been wanting this book for quite some time now, and plus the cover is really pretty. Look at that. That's amazing. So there's that. Another book that I've been personally been wanting is Perks of Being a Wallflower, and it's also a signed copy from the author. So there's signature for validness. And the movie was really good, and I didn't know it was a book at the time. I thought it was just going to be an indie movie, but it's actually quite a small book, and I personally have been wanting to read it ever since the book came out, that and personally owning the movie. So I now have my own personal copy, and I'm happy. I'm very happy with that. The next book is The Rest of Us Just Live Here, and this is the final book that I have signed, that I got. And it's the signed first edition, and there's a little thing in pen. And wow, this is gonna be really long, but I personally like the cover of it, and I read it, and it's just really cool, and I personally, look at that. That cover is awesome. It's so cool. And the last book, besides the selection series, is A History of Glitter and Blood, and this looks really interesting. This looks so cool. Look at the cover. It's shiny. It's freaking shiny. And this is personally one of my favorite books that I got when I was opening my presents. So I think this looks really good, and I have a feeling it's going to be fantasy or realistic fiction, fantasy. Oh, I love these type of books. So, and otherwise, I got the selection series, and that's about it. I don't know what other videos I'm going to be making. Check out for my blog. I have a new post coming up sometime this week, and I also have a big announcement for you guys, but that has to wait until it actually comes out. So, I'll see you guys next time. Please subscribe, and yes, I did actually change my username on my other account, so it's books.places.people, and it's a really awesome edit account. It only has like 160 something followers because it keeps varying from 66 to 64 like every day. So yeah, please follow that account. Please subscribe to this account. Please follow my main account, Little Squonker. Please follow me on Twitter and a whole bunch of other things. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!